Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. The name of the song is Catalyst by Scott Buckley. Okay, so it's going to be a quick video. I wanted to make this video because there is a shift in the planets, etc., that it may be causing a tremendous amount of stress on you. Now, we had the two alignments of the planet already this year. This year is loaded with stuff. So what's coming up on the 14th is another one. And then there's another thing where planets are going to shift signs. I think it was either all of them or 7 of them. I can't find that video right now, but there's something that I personally experienced. And I have a feeling some of you or a lot of you may be experiencing this right now. And that's why I'm making this video. So one thing I want to state is we have gone already through 2 major alignments, and those were, I don't know if it was within a month of each other or 2 months, but it was, we are getting hammered. But again, it's like I said in a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's a good thing. It's kind of like we're tearing everything down, even the foundation. We're ripping the foundation up and we're rebuilding. We are in a tearing down phase right now, but the rebuilding phase will soon start. So here's what I want to say. Have you been feeling exhausted, tired the last 2-3 days, maybe even a little bit more than that, maybe a week? Now here's the reason why I'm saying it, because I've been picking up on this myself, my body. Now here's what I want to say. A lot of you think, oh, Mike, you know, because someone had asked me a question and they're like, well, how do you know? I'm like, well, I've been watching the stars since I was a little child. Like, I went out tonight for an hour walk and I'm just looking at the moon, the stars, looking at the alignments of everything. I've been doing this since I was a little child. I remember the first time my mom or dad, someone said, might have been the babysitter, said, look up at the stars. That's Mars. That's this. That's the Little Dipper. That's the Big Dipper. And I was absolutely fascinated. Now, because of this, there's a couple things that I started to do. For this one, I just started staring at the stars at it, and anytime a teacher would talk about it, read about it, I was fascinated with it. So I started to kind of tune in, and you know, as I got older, probably my mid-20s, I can't remember when it was, but I remember I asked a nurse at a hospital and I said, is it just me? Is it kind of crazy tonight? She goes, oh no, it's definitely crazy. She goes, but it's always like that whenever you get close to a full moon. I'm like, really? And another nurse nearby looked at me and says, oh yeah, the last 2-3 days before the full moon, things start to pick up. I even had a cop, and at another time in the hospital, so I'll give you the cop, he had said, he goes, you know, we actually put more staff on duty during the full moon and usually a day or 2 before. I had another nurse at a hospital say the same thing, like, oh yeah, we actually add more people to the staff because statistically speaking, we always get more activity. We're going to have more people coming in. And that's what the police officer said too. So another thing that I've started doing is I just started asking people, like, what's your sign? Because I started noticing patterns. Sometimes the moon would affect these people this way, but not the other people. And what's your sign? So I started paying attention to that, the star alignment. And I would also just ask people, because I'd feel their energy, their emotions. I get a vibe, call it a vibe, call it a feel, whatever you want to call it. And I would say, hey, what's your first house? What's your sun sign? What's your Chinese sign? You know, what's your whatever? And I would ask a couple of these questions to get a better idea of it. Okay. So the more I learned about that, the more I learned, like, oh, so your first house has a major impact on it, and so does your moon sign. Your moon sign has a massive impact on your relationship. There's also mental and emotional health factors. There's 5 levels for each sign. Level 5, or let's see, I think it was level 5, or maybe I can't remember from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1, but on one level you were very unhealthy, and if you were a certain sign, you were going to be really unhealthy in this direction. Then there's 4, which is pretty damn unhealthy. Then there's 3, which is you're medium, but you got work to do for sure. Number 2 is you're pretty healthy. Okay, you probably get the best of that sign. Number 1, like, you're really healthy. This is a very aligned person, mentally and emotionally healed person. Those are people you want to be around. So number 1s and number 2s is what I'm looking for. Now a lot of people say, wow, you know, I haven't been watching the stars that long. Well, you don't really have to. One of my main things is learning to be internal. Okay, all the work I've done, the internal work, the internal techniques. When you learn how to do this stuff, you tune in and you begin to feel and pick up on things that you normally wouldn't. A lot of people will be in a very pissy mood and they won't even know it, or they'll be very uptight, or they'll be very nervous. And a lot of times, until someone points it out, they're like, "Man, I didn't even notice that." So those are people that are not in tune with themselves. So being in tune, not only do you feel your own energy, you feel how energy around you affects you. So we have some more planetary alignment stuff coming up. Now, I shouldn't say alignment, but planetary shifting. Okay, so this is going to be a year where I don't remember if it was all the planets or 7 of the planets are going to shift from like one sign, say Pisces to Aries, or this to that, and that's going to have a massive impact on us. Now, what's going on right now is happening on March 14th. So we are going to have 3 major events collide, or maybe not collide, but happen at the same time. A full moon, a total lunar eclipse, and it's also a red moon. So eclipses are powerful. They represent an ending and a beginning. And revelations. There will be a shift. Now this is all being magnified by a full moon, and on top of that a red full moon, which has more intensity. Now that's the reason why I'm bringing this up, because we're already feeling it. So here's the emotions you may be feeling. I think I already said about it. I might add some. You might be, number one, really tired. You might be feeling a sense of almost anxiety and panic. And what's the other one? You might be feeling really insecure. And obviously another one would be panic, and also a sense of not only doubt, but, God, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a little bit of heightened awareness, which might make you feel a little bit paranoid. Number one, it's okay. It's all a part of this moon lunar alignment shift. It is. So here's the purpose, the reason why I'm making this video. Breathe. Literally sit down at a chair, do your deep breathing techniques, okay? I have a breathing technique which I've got on video. I'll look for it right now. Hold on. So it's called Ha breathing, and now you can go to my channel. So look at the video you're looking at in the lower left, you'll see my name. Click on my name, Mike Kollin, and it'll take you to my channel page, okay? And I mean on YouTube, not my website. Somebody went to my website last time. So you're going to see a surfer image at the top, my image in the left, and then there's going to be a video with horses right there. But then you go down. In the first row, it says for you, and the next one is videos. Then go beneath that. That'll be my top videos. Go beneath that. Okay, so let me get back over there. So you're going to go beneath the top videos. Then there's internal awareness, emotional grounding techniques. But beneath that is my number one secret to meditation, manifestation, and consciousness. And it's kind of like a round circle in a purplish kind of color. Watch that first video. It'll teach you a technique called Ha breathing, okay? And I believe the next video, number 2, my number 2 secret, blah, 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 to meditation, I think I do a longer version of it in there, but I don't remember. Now, if you do that Ha breathing technique for about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, you will really greatly relax. Now, the videos that are just above that, the ones in red, okay, so the ones in red, so the first one, How to Heal Emotionally Part 1, it's a very, very powerful grounding technique. I highly recommend you do that next, okay? If you do these 2 things, do this grounding technique, and then meditate for 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, it'll help you align, and it'll help this stress go away. I did it today. It really, really helped a lot. Now, the reason why I say this is because I believe it's because of the energy that's happening right now. Because it could make you feel really, really bad, okay? And you're gonna think, because I was thinking like, man, this is gonna be a freaking tough chore to get out of this. Because I was kind of upset, to be honest with you, okay, quite a bit. And I just did the breathing technique. I meditated, did the internal awareness drop down technique. And man, did I feel better. It didn't quite happen immediately. Well, yeah, actually it did. When I did I meditated for about 7 minutes after I did those two techniques. And man, I just like, boom, I opened up. And it's like not only could my lungs breathe, because it relaxes your muscles and it relaxes your diaphragm. Man, did I just like, my head opened up, my brain, my eyes. And I was like, man, that was because normally when I was really that bad in the past, it would take me, I'd have to do ha breathing for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then meditate for 20 minutes or more. But man, it only took about 12 plus minutes to get there. And I mean total with everything. Another thing you can do is just lightly stretch. Don't force it, don't push it, because that's the thing. You already have enough pressure. Just kind of lightly stretch a little bit, just to loosen up a little bit. And that's the key, just a little bit, not a lot. Because that little bit is going to allow you to open wide open. Now here's the deal. It is a shift. It's almost like you had the brakes on and were facing the wrong way, and now the brakes are off. You're facing the right way. You're wide open, and everything is smooth cruising. Part of this, call it a portal opening, whatever you want to call it, the doorway being open. So knowing how to work with this energy, and that's exactly what this did for me. It will accelerate your path. Like all of a sudden you're back on and you're moving forward. The brakes are off and the boosters are going. So I don't want to say it's going to make you struggle more, but I'm telling you, if you do this little bit of relaxing and opening up, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of deep breathing techniques, it's going to accelerate you through. Not only feeling good in a good way emotionally and physically, but also getting your life on track, things falling into place, moving towards your goals. It's going to accelerate this, okay? Now, if you don't, here's kind of the bad part, is, how do I say this? You know all those emotions and feelings that I explained before about feeling anxiety and insecure and like, whatever else? That's going to kind of be amplified and you're going to feel lost. I'm actually making this video kind of right now because once I felt that energy, I was like, well, once I realized what it was, I was like, oh yeah, I'm making this video as a warning for you guys to help you to smooth this out. Because I know there's a lot of you on here that are stressing out and you're feeling insecure, like you're feeling a little paranoid, like what the hell's going on? It is an energy that is blasting you. It's like, I don't know how I want to say it, but there's energy that's causing this to happen, and this can smooth out easily. I'm going to give you another really easy technique. Just breathe in your nose, and then hold the breath and let your stomach hang out. Let the air push it out, and hold it for about 2, 3, 4 seconds, and then with pursed lips, blow it out. So it'll be like this. So breathe in your nose, breathe in, hold it, and then blow it out. Do that for about 7, 10 reps, maybe a little bit more. Now if you're feeling your diaphragm, that muscle in your top of your stomach is kind of tight, then just hold the breath for a little bit longer each time. And let it stretch out. Remember, let your gut kind of hang out, okay? Another thing you can do is you can come back and do this about 10 minutes later or so, and then do it again. It'll begin to loosen up. Trust me, this is important to do this right now, okay? Get yourself open, get yourself relaxed. Go get a massage if you have to. Stretch for 30 minutes, do yoga. But the main thing is bring your awareness inside your body. So when you're doing that breath technique, any of them, your awareness should be on the breath going in and out. But I really want you to bring your awareness inside your lungs, your chest, your heart, and especially your belly area. And just let it kind of sit there while you're doing these exercises or while you meditate. Especially if you do any kind of yoga or stretching, the awareness should be inside the muscle that you're stretching, inside your body. The problem is, I live in an area that's very logical. Every yoga class I've gone to, every teacher, they're all mental, they're all up in their head, and all the students are. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I even approached one of the yoga instructors, go, you do realize the idea is to bring you into the body, right? And they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, really? Because I noticed when I'd walk out of these classes, I'd be all up in my head going, what the hell's going on here? That was just the oddest thing in the world to me. Let me tell you something about this red moon or red moons in general. It is like a warning. There is going to be a shift. It's going to be a sharp turn. This is the year 2025. This year represents massive change, okay? I would recommend that you get some fruit on an empty stomach and don't eat different kinds. If you're going to eat grapes, only eat grapes. If you're going to eat watermelon, only eat watermelon. If you're going to eat oranges, only oranges, and let them digest. So water-rich fruit digest really fast. Like if you can squeeze it and water comes out, like an orange, grapes, watermelon, even I would say even apples. The apples probably digest in about 20 minutes, but the other ones digest in about 15 minutes. So then if you want, you can eat, say, like a banana, because I generally will eat like an orange or two, wait about 20 minutes or so, and then eat a banana. Now, bananas take about 45 minutes to break down. So you can eat bananas, dates, and raisins, because those are sugary types of fruit. Where citrus, lemons, and limes, and oranges, you can eat those together, okay? And watermelon, apples, etc., you can eat together because those are alkaline. But I personally would not mix. Like maybe the raisins, dates, and bananas, that's fine. But citrus, really citrus. I mix lemons and and limes together sometimes. The key is do it on an empty stomach. You don't want food in there at all. So I do it first thing in the morning. Now here's the deal. You really only have to do this for the next 2 or 3 days. Say March. So I'm at March 10th right now. That's probably when I'm going to put it out today. It's early in the morning right now. So March 10th, and it's on the 14th. So I'd say for the next 4 days, technically it's 5 days, and then the day after, maybe another day if you're feeling stressed. But I would do some light stretching. I would do some breathing, relaxation. Another thing. Not only mention eating healthy and get some vegetables too and get plenty of protein. I would also say rest. Get extra sleep. Take a nap. Get your energy in the flow by stretching, breathing, etc., etc., okay? And do that grounding technique in that video and take your time when you do it. When you do it. Alright, that's it. God bless you guys, and I want to say good luck through the next 5 to 6 days, 7 days. I think you can make it. I think you'll be fine. What I mean is, this is really just to help you smooth this out so you're not going all over the place, okay? Alright, that's it. If you enjoy this video, please click the subscribe button. Please click the bell. Click the like button. Go ahead and make a comment. And if you want, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.